Hello YouTube, Sunday the 2nd of September, another overcast cloudy day. Let's go in and check on the dehydrator. Trying to find the light. Click. We are going. Let's see how much energy we've used. 0.79 over kilowatt. It's currently on. It's fairly warm inside. No warmer than it was yesterday. Ooh. Okay. It smells. It's very tomatoey still. Ooh. Hardly anything there. Rather crispy. Still rather flexible. Dried out early. Oh, so crispy I can't get hold of it. I'm just going to separate these from the film, leave them for a couple more hours because the top ones aren't so good. I'll probably swap the trays around. Basil seems to be still very limp, but yeah, I'm going to give it a couple more hours and see how it goes. Right, we've got the rest of the pallets up here. I'm just going to cut them up now. Go through here. I'm all set up. Everything's switched on over there. One pallet out here, and I found me long saw blades so I can use this to cut up the longer bits on the workbench, but we'll get to that in a bit. Just cut up these first, see what we can get done. Now that I've cut the pallet down into chunks, they can go straight in the fire, so I can then pop bits there. So too hard to cut down any further, and I'm going to cut these down into even smaller chunks so that I can fit more in the burner. They're more easily stored that way. So I've got the saw again and we'll crack on. Right, well that's one pallet cut up, small pieces and chunks. I'm just going to see how easily this turns into kindling wood, because it was quite tough to cut down, and fill up the wood store. This is what I've got so far. I'm going to pack away because it's starting to rain and come out later. Now it's come to filling up the woodshed with the kindling that I cut. It's pretty full, so there's not actually much left I can do. Cut some more in a bit. If I come in the shed, down here, any wood that was left over that was flawless with no knots and things, keep it to one side so I can cut some more kindling. The rest of the wood that was no good has gone in the bag, ready to be sorted out and stored. This wood here in the bag and here came from a loft conversion. Free wood, nicely seasoned. Obviously it's been in the loft for a number of years, so obviously got nails in, but let the fire digest that. So that is about it. I've got a couple of half pallets cut up over there, and the rest of that's cut up and salt. But that is about it for now, so crack on with something else. One other thing I'd like to add is today we drew 0.08 kilowatts or 80 watt hours out of the battery. So adding that onto yesterday's, we'll see, and oh, it's gone up for some reason, I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to add this all up together and see how much we draw out of the bank at the week. Right, so I've left it another 3 hours from 10 o'clock, it's now 1:05. I'm going to open it up. It still smells very tomato in here. I'm going to turn that off. I suspect. Oh, I can't even undo it. I suspect it's done. Hopefully it's done. That's some warm in here still. Flies all over the place. I did turn these over. These ones actually could do a little bit longer, to be honest. These ones are definitely done, but I don't think it will hurt to leave it in there a little bit longer. I'll swap these trays around. See, there's not actually much left, is there, by the time it's dehydrated? And I think it might be more beneficial to do as they do in America and can them rather than drying them. But anyway, I'm going to leave this a couple more hours and see what it comes back to. One of the new additions that I've put in, I did test it last month, is a kilowatt hour meter. It's actually a wireless one, so that's the sender and that's the receiver. It only reads to 2 decimal places, so it's only reading 0.16, so it's 160 watts. Now it is plugged in and it's precarious down here because I haven't got a box I can put it in just yet. But I did mean to plug it in yesterday, but I've only just done it, reset it and everything. And let's see, the grid tie up the top is flashing quite well. So if we go back here, it's actually gone up to 0.20. So we are putting power in. My idea is, as I have the dehydrator thing mess plugged in via grid mains, and they're using 162 watts here. You see that? Using 162 watts. I'm offsetting it with the power that I produce up here. Obviously I've only just plugged it in and reset it, so it's not been as efficient as it could be. But if I'm producing 200 watts and I'm only consuming 160, then I'm still up and still putting 40 watts in downstairs. There's not much, but it does a trick, and if it's offsetting this, then brilliant. And not only that, I can't use the battery system to power this because basically it's not man enough. I don't think I can leave it overnight running due to the amount of power that it draws. I don't know, I've got to try it, but I've been using the battery bank to cut up wood ready for winter, trying out the dehydrator just to see if it works. If it is working so far, I want to do a test next weekend with some cherry tomatoes. I should have some more by then, and see how well they dry before I finish this off properly. So I think that is about it for now. I'll see you a little bit later on. Something I should have done a while ago is installed the drip irrigation system that I bought online at the beginning of spring. Maybe this would have stopped the beefsteak tomatoes from cracking, and maybe they got a bit bigger as well, I don't know. But better late than never. I'm going to go and put this in the shed, in the greenhouse. Now I know it's only a plant pot and 3 drippers, and I've got the rest of the pack in the shed, but what I was thinking is this will do into the end of the season. We haven't got long left to go. But next year maybe I can sort out a better system to do the entire greenhouse. Obviously this is a bucket of water, and in a hot green it's just going to evaporate. So maybe I can do something that's self-contained, maybe on the shelf. I don't know. I've got so many ideas coming through for next year. It's unbelievable. I've got to write them all down. But next year I'll make a more concerted effort to keep on top of things. It's amazing how much stuff I can collect inside a couple of weeks. So I don't know where to start. Well, obviously pallet came out of skip. Offcuts of plywood came from a school where they were building some desks. I've got 3 long 2-core leads that were damaged when I cut the damage off at the end, and I'm left with this much good flex for extension leads and things. And the only problem is it's only 0.75 mil. A load of aluminium, thick aluminium bars that I can, obviously it's like extruded, so it's a odd shape, but I can use that for brackets. A dozen pull switches, never used, just cut off. A dozen rocker switches, quite a few LED shaver tubes, which can probably be converted to 12 volt. I've got 4 lamp holders for them. Sockets, old sockets which aren't any good to anyone, not even us, which I'm going to break down for brass and copper. The copper, some more there, loads more over there. 2x4 inch trunking, which I can use for my solar panels and neaten up the cables up there. More copper for water heater, and some 1.5 inch trunk in there. So it does build up pretty quickly. Just got to put these things to good use, and reduce the cost to ourselves and our environment. We've also got 3 large fuse boards here which we can use. The steel casings for brackets and things, but we're just going to steal the copper and the brass out of it, keep the breakers for future use, and I can possibly use one of these shelves because they've got doors for solar panels. Right, it's now 20 past 3, and it's just used just over the 1 kilowatt, 1.02. There we go. 20 past 3. I'm going to unplug it and leave it at that, because I believe they are done. I did stick some quinoa in there, and already the seeds are dropping out. I've got to be careful with that. Balance this on there. That one's a little bit flexible, but nothing to do about that. So that one's pretty crispy. The thin ones just fall apart in your hands. Oh, didn't do it much good, did it? These ones are the best ones. Look at that. So I declare this a success. I'll leave it at that today. I'm probably going to put some seeds in to try and dry the seeds out, and see how that goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment and rate. I'll see you in the next video.